We're joined now by Ryan Gendron, transfer guard for the University of Tulsa basketball team. Now, he's been with the team the last year, but did not get the waiver, and so he had to redshirt. But he's ready to go for University of Tulsa basketball coming up this year. And Ryan, tell us about your transfer to Tulsa and what it meant to you to come back home.
I mean, it meant a lot. It was obviously a tough transition, tough decision, that is. The coaches and the teammates, thankfully, they made it super easy for me. It's always tough going from getting used to one school and then going to another one only after a year. So it was definitely tough, but Coach Haith and the rest of the coaching and staff and my teammates just made it super easy for me. They were super inclusive, so they made it fun right off the bat. And I'm just really fortunate and thankful to be able to be a part of TU basketball.
Well, one of the things you had to kind of wait out was the possibility that you could have a waiver and play this past year. That obviously did not work out in your favor. What was that reaction for you? And then, of course, your recovery period for kind of having the idea in your mind that you're not going to play, but you can still practice with the team and still be part of the team. What was that like for you?
I mean, it was a little frustrating at first just because I hadn't played basketball in over a year, just because I was at OSU for a year. But, I mean, in the long scheme of things, it really was beneficial towards me just because I hadn't played in a year. So it was really good to be able to kind of get my feet wet again. And I was surrounded by a lot of great players and a lot of people that helped me out. So it was really good to just get my feet wet again and just get back in the swing of things with basketball. So I think it's going to be beneficial for me.
So it might have helped you to a certain extent. What did you learn?
Oh, I mean, I learned a lot. I mean, it was definitely beneficial to have Keyshawn and Curtis be sitting out with me just because they're experienced basketball players. They played college basketball before. So it was really good to just learn a lot from them and my other teammates and just kind of how to move without the ball, just small things like that. So.
And as a guy that's sitting out but still practicing with the team and still trying to stay in shape and all of that, what were the important things for you as far as working with the staff and the managers and anybody that could throw you the ball so you could shoot free throws or come off of picks and shoot three-pointers, whatever? What was that like, and how important was that for you to continue to work?
Obviously really important to continue to work. I mean, even if you can't play, you still got to work hard. Thankfully, we had a lot of resources. We had a bunch of managers that would rebound for us. The coaches are always open to help, so you can ask them for advice anytime you need it. So you just have a lot of resources. You just got to take advantage of it. And I feel like we kind of used people that couldn't play, kind of just used practices like our games. Kind of use that as like our games to get better and just go up against our teammates and stuff.
Ryan, taking you back to your days at Bishop Kelly, you were a terrific basketball player, 21 points a game, something like that. And then as a baseball player, you're hitting 370 and doing well. Was it a hard decision to at first go to OSU and try to play baseball? Have you always had that little bit of tug between baseball and basketball?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So I grew up playing baseball and basketball. I committed to OSU after my sophomore year. So I was always set on baseball, but I love basketball. And then about my senior year, we had a good run. We were doing well, and I was really enjoying basketball a lot. And I thought about trying to switch over and try to play basketball. But then I was like, well, I got to honor my commitment. I'm going to stick with OSU. It's a great program, great coaching staff over there also. I loved it there. And after the first year, I just sat down with my family. I just said, listen, I love basketball. My heart's in basketball. And I just really feel like God's telling me that I just need to make a change and go do what I love no matter where it is. And thankfully, I was blessed to be able to go to TU. So.
And I would suspect that as you look back on it, you probably wouldn't change anything. You like both sports, and being a multi-sport athlete is probably not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I was thankful, and I was blessed to be able to have both opportunities. That they were both great schools. So, I mean, God blessed me with the ability to be able to do baseball and basketball. So I'm just thankful to be able to have the opportunity to play at both schools.
What do you think you can bring to the Tulsa program once you're able to play in games?
I'm going to be a guy that brings a lot of energy to the team. I'm going to dive for loose balls. I'm going to be a guy that can knock down shots when he's open. I'm going to be in the good positioning defensively. And most importantly, I'm going to be a good teammate.
And when you did learn this past year, obviously by participating and by watching, what were the things that you learned most about defense? Because Tulsa's defense was really, really good this year.
Yeah, our defense was unbelievably good. Coach Haith always talks about how solid we have to be on the floor defense on the defensive side. In practice, we spent a really good amount working on defense. So it just kind of is like it kind of is the vibe to our team. We're a defensive team. I mean, so if you want to play, you got to be able to play good defense, be in the right positioning, right positions. So that's just real important, and it makes it fun when you're doing good on the defensive end. Then offense will come.
You know, looking at your career, you've kind of followed your dad's career, so to speak. Johnny Gendron was at first a baseball player and then became a very good basketball player at the University of Tulsa. What did your dad, Johnny, teach you?
I mean, he's taught me so much. The most important thing he's taught me is just to work really hard. He's on my brother Jake and I all the time about working hard, keeping faith first, family, and then school and academics. So he's always been for that, and he really helped me through this transition because he obviously went through the same thing. So I was a little skeptical and weary at first, but he really helped me out a lot. And he just said, my parents said they're going to support me no matter what I decide to do and support me through the process. So they made it really easy for me.
Now, I know you both can shoot it. And I saw recently, though, I think it was a Twitter feed where he kind of took you down and faded away and won whatever game you guys were playing. So the old man can still play a little bit, and he faded away and beat you on that shot, didn't he?
Yeah, it's funny. A lot of people have been saying that's me, but it was actually my brother that he hit the shot on. I'm not gonna, but yeah, it was my little brother. But yeah, he can still play. It's pretty funny that was the first time he came out to the court in a while, and it's just like it's like he never lost it. So it was fun being able to play with him like that.
Oh, so he scored off of your brother?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was the one videoing. I wasn't gonna take the chance of getting exposed or getting scored on by my old man.
Well, he still looks like indeed that he can play, and so your brother's got some work to do then, huh?
Yes, sir. But yeah, he's doing well. Jake's gonna be a good player.
And certainly, as a youngster, you must have been really, really young when Johnny was playing. So there's probably not a whole lot you remember about your dad's career, right?
Yeah, I don't really remember much. I've seen film from whenever he played at TU, just from my grandpa. He's talked about it. My dad really doesn't like to talk about it that much. He just says to work hard and everything will work out. He doesn't talk about it much, but I've heard from a lot of people that he was a really, really good player.
And so with the camera off and you guys are playing horse, who's the better player? Who wins?
I mean, I gotta go me 100%. I'm not gonna, even if I don't think I can win, you still got to show confidence and think that you can beat him.
Well, certainly he was a great player for the University of Tulsa, and we're awfully pleased to have you. What's the one thing that you're going to be most excited about when you first step onto the floor for that first time for TU, next fall or winter?
I'd probably say just the tradition of the school. I mean, it's a great school, and it's just an honor to be able to play at TU. I'm obviously from Tulsa, so I'll have a lot of family there and friends to support me. So I just think that'll just the bigger picture just really excites me, just the support, and it's just an awesome school, and I'm just super excited to live out my dream of playing at TU.
Ryan, thank you so much for taking the time, and we can't wait to see you on the court as well. I know that there's all this social distancing going on, obviously, but I'm sure that you can't wait to get back with your brothers, right?
Yes, sir, for sure. I miss those guys so much. They're like family to me. I can't wait to see them, but I hope they're doing well, and we've been keeping in touch. We've been having Zoom meetings and stuff, so that's been good just to stay in touch. We have a group message we talk in every once in a while, so it's good.
Ryan, thank you very much, and stay safe.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for having me.